Okay, shoot. All right, good. We have mods on, so we're gonna lift that slow chat thing because I think Dina's here. All right, cool. So yeah, we don't have any new sightings right now. Um, we're waiting to hear of areas of interest. Obviously, this is just a command center, so he's not going to pop out of the bushes here. Let's see if we've got anything on Twitter DMs. One sec, guys. I actually got a cool text from somebody that might have some video to share with us. Let me reach out. One sec, guys. I'm asking the person to DM me. Let me check other DMs. There's a lot of them. Yeah, it looks like it's going to storm out here. Hey, guys. This is going to be a little boring until we find out where we're going, but we're outside of the command center. and I'm just waiting for some text. So, waiting to see if there's activity. Obviously, I don't think there's going to be activity in this area, but we're waiting. And we're keeping our ears on the scanner just in case, but nothing crazy.
High Street, which is special condition of setting this morning at 09:30 a day. Subject wearing a green hoodie with his hood up, long pants, but we cannot tell how old the subject was. He's on his way. This test PD check 233 High Street because quote, Mexicans work there. Subject was.
I don't know if that's any good.
North on Franklin Avenue, High Street, which is this morning at 09:30 a day. Avenue High Street, which is special condition of setting this morning. Franklin Avenue, High Street, which is special condition.
So we'll probably head back up towards that area from yesterday. It's a little hike, but let me see. Let me see if that's a good place to go. It looks like a little hike, but in the mods that are on, if you guys see any comments saying that there's activity somewhere, let me know in like a text so I can. Cause I'm not looking at the comments right now. And guys, there's a lot of rumors going around about that stupid AR. It's a rumor. It's not anything. He's not armed as far as they know. Give me a second, guys. I'm responding to locals. We're gonna head. Just want to make sure before we go there. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, that's probably the best place to go is this Nantmeal United Methodist Church. That's what it looks like, at least. It's close by to the last confirmed sighting, but let me, before we head out, make sure I take off my AirPods. AirPods, so I don't have to hear it muffled. Make sure the audio is working. All right, cool. So, give me a sec. Get ready to head to that area. Might be a better spot than this. Again, we don't like to hang out where everybody else is hanging out. They've got it covered for the most part. Just give me a sec. And it's about to pour out here. And it just rained over where we're going, so I think we're gonna drive through the storm. So we're gonna go to Nantmeal United Methodist Church. Let me put that in the chat for you guys to know. But again, there's been we're good. There's no updates per se, other than they're still searching and looking for leads. As of right now, there aren't any. And I'm seeing like that church, or I'm sorry, that something nearby French Creek. We'll go by French Creek then first. Let me put it in together. Before we pull out, let's just make sure. That this French Creek is the one that's by. Hold on. Are you guys saying that French Creek is that 200 block of East High Street? All right, we're gonna head towards there, but we'll do first is the church, and then we'll go to High Street. We'll change it on the way in case it turns into something. But right now we're going to that area, so we can stay in that area. So we're leaving Pomar Lynn. It's a command center, and I just showed you guys like a little bit of what they have going on here as far as resources and machinery to assist in the manhunt. It's really just like a staging area, I would call it. It's like where the helicopters come and go from. But yeah, so right now there really is nothing. Obviously, it's gonna, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't imagine something's gonna happen next to the command center. So our best bet is to get closer to the last known sighting, which is near that Wind Hollow Road and that church, and stay in that area. Because I'm imagining that he's not gonna come back up this way, but we could be wrong. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, we all want some action tonight, but we don't know. The weather during the day, and it does at night. That would be cool. So that way they use the thermal at night. Of course, this just disconnected. So we've got one bar here, so it's very like the service sucks for the next probably like half a mile. And we're, again, like this is the general area of where the original perimeter was, not in Pacific Road, general area. It's like 48 minutes away from the ring footage on Bonnie Bray Road or Drive that shifted the entire manhunt to another part of Chester County. And it's pouring out. And I'm just texting back and forth. Sorry guys, I'm just responding to some texts.
Well, I went there last year. I went up in the tower. I did all that. So, you know, I figured, actually it was last minute anyway, because I was going to go to work today, and then I said, you know what, because people were upset about Biden. That was big. Like yesterday, some people were upset.
No, I'm glad I went to Manhattan. I'm glad he didn't know.
Yeah. But yeah.
That piece of shit here.
No. And I was down there one year when Pence was there, when Trump was in office. Pence was down there, and also.
I just thought they had Schumer, Hochul, somebody else. You will see them like they're mourning. They hate America.
Right.
They hate everything about, you know.
Right,
they hate the police.
J6 is the new 9/11, right? J6 is the new 9/11.
Yeah.
J6 is the new Pearl Harbor. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess it's easy for them to forget them.
It really sucked. No, that's bullshit. Every time in school, you'll see how quick. You'll see how quick goes. They lose a lot of money when it's school.
Got the Elvis.
Oh no, these are the tranny glasses.
Gays Against Groomers. I just saw a couple.
No, I didn't do it, but I heard Jesus got arrested.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, that guy's. It was at the end of the clip. I seen him. I'm like, I had to watch it. I said, what happened? What's going on?
They said I didn't see the video, but I heard that he did nothing. Like everybody was fighting around him.
You better, right?
And they went up and grabbed him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let me get your shot while you're here. This side with the sun.
We're going to chant USA, all right?
Yeah.
I want to get a picture of everybody. Get everybody freedom, all right?
Absolutely.
We're going to chant USA.
Yep.
All right. We're following you.
It's a rarity show, so you know we got to get what we can.
Yeah.
I have to get my son.
Come on, Kim. They're going to the group.
only get about a half hour. Ask Ron to come. Ask Ron in the car.
Ron, they're gonna do a
Judy, we're taking 2 pictures.
Okay. You've been warned. Yeah, but you gotta go on this side. You need the sun on your face. You're gonna look like a big shadow.
Yeah.
Or this flash will work. You just gotta look that way a little bit. Solid. Just take one shot of me and then, you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
USA! 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 USA!
Sorry to make you do it.
No, it's all right.
And then I'll take
Yeah.
USA!
USA! Take USA!
Both.
USA! 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 Look real fun!
Come over. I'll take the shot. Not yet. Don't give up yet. Kim, get your face in there.
Fuck Joe Biden!
I got it. Anybody else?
You're bleeding all over the back of your leg.
Yeah, I know. That's what I took the
No, the other side too. Both sides, Ron.
Yeah, I know.
Go back in the air conditioner.
Well, from the
No,
back.
he's not all right. No, you don't even have to ask.
Dry skinny, diabetes. Yeah.
I'm going to put it up on, Kim will be tagged, and William Jeffrey will be tagged. And if I know you, it's a side.
What did you call you?
I don't think so. But
Real Belmore Patriots?
yes, I am. Yeah.
Real Belmore?
Real Belmore Patriots.
Real Belmore. Not real Belmore Patriots.
I like the flag with the red shirt.
Oh, next Sunday. Oh, no, okay, not. I'm not here.
This thing running.
Not 2 weeks.
Never forget 9/11 and never forget November 3rd, 2020.
Yes. Saturday.
I saw a lady.
Jay, look what I got.
Big. You can't call it that anymore. Maybe a fanny pack.
Isn't that perfect?
For the hundreds?
Are you going to go this Friday? Are you going to go this Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give this
Oh,
to
wait.
you.
No, I can't. It's Rosh
Oh,
Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah, right.
I won't be able to make it.
Jay will tell you.
Jay'll tell you what?
Once you get in the group, so we should post the picture.
Right? He is. You say he is. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, well, yes.
Paid by the hour.
I know.
I'm sure you do. You and Susan Miller
I can't take these doctors. Not going anywhere.
Stop. Where you going? No. Wait, stop. Please It's like the fifth air.
I can't promise when you said quarter after. When did they do
Yeah, I don't know what this guy's up to. It doesn't make any sense. He's like a robot.
fix them up later.
Yeah, I didn't know about that live until the next day. I was working and went to sleep. Had to get some rest. I saw it the next day. I was looking for it and it wasn't there. but I heard that Steve had passed. It's upsetting. It's so sudden, you know. So I timed out Kajana Boyd for 300 seconds because he was rambling, and he does that in the comment section on the videos. And I don't know, it's like gibberish too. It doesn't make any sense. I don't, you know, at least it's words, but it just means nothing. But I was able to do it on my Prism Live app. I was able to pick out the comment, and what did I do? I timed them out. A lot more dye at, around, and getting to the border than people knew. So yeah, they dye at Thirst and everything. So now they make these stations. They have like these. They have like these things where you can kind of sit underneath. It's like a water station at the border.
They did it. Right. They did it.
I can't show my guns, but a female can show her boobies. What's up with that?
Excuse me, don't do nothing. That's 50 years old.
Yeah, but nobody calls it.
Boyd's channel shows him filming a TV.
I'll tell you how, 30 years ago, the women's organization, let me get my phone and let me get a picture. That wasn't their fault.
I came home fucking soaked, man.
I wasn't that bad because I had the umbrella and the
I had
jacket.
an umbrella, I had a rain jacket in, my wallet in. I didn't realize what was happening. I was sitting on that chair. The water was soaking into the chair somehow. It soaked my ass. And my wallet, man, it soaked my wallet. It's still drying out.
Yeah, I was putting the stuff in the pockets, so a little bit on the legs, but I had the jacket and then the umbrella because of the camera, you know.
Oh man, it was coming.
It was bad though.
I mean, the crowd was okay today. I mean, the rain kept, I'm sure, like half the people out of there.
Right, it's also Monday, you know what I mean? So I know it doesn't matter, but it kind of does.
But on a normal day without the rain,
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been, you know, the seats would have been all full. And like it would have been like this where we were, like out in the back.
Yeah.
Filled with people, filled with people.
Yeah, but no, it was still great. Yeah, I'd never been there, and then to go down to the water and see everyone putting the roses in the water.
Cool.
And they had the flags on the beach.
Because what they used to do, I don't know if you heard or somebody explained it to you originally when it first started.
Yeah.
I don't know how it started, but people used to meet there on the beach because from the beach they could look along the shore and see the Twin Towers, like down that way.
Yeah.
So they could see the smoke coming up.
Right.
And I don't know, somehow they gravitated to there.
Right.
And then it just became an annual thing.
Yeah. Because a lot of times I used to take the Ocean Parkway to work, And then after a while, I finally looked over and noticed, oh man, there's the skyline, you know, just the angle being out there, and then, you know, where it's more flat, you can see past the buildings.
What do you think about Joe Biden?
If you want to see the skyline, you know, decently,
Yeah,
have you ever heard of Norman Levy Park?
I have.
What do you gentlemen think about Joe Biden?
I think that he's forgetting about the American people every day more and more, especially today on 9/11.
He'll go fuck himself.
I mean, that's a simple answer, but
and if you go to Norman Levy, it's, I forget how many feet high. It was an all repurposed garbage landfill.
yeah.
And they repurposed it into a green area. And they put hiking trails.
Ready, guys? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. USA! USA! USA!
And they repurposed it into
USA!
a walking, hiking type of thing. No bicycles, no dogs, just walking or running, whatever. And from the, like, it's in 2 levels. Like, one is, you know, ground level, you would say. Then they have like where the mound of garbage was, you know, they put dirt over the top of that. And up on that, it's, I forget how high it is. It's a little bit of a mound.
Yeah.
And from there, you could see Manhattan from up top there.
Right. I don't think I've been there, but it's like, for some reason that name, it's just so familiar.
Yeah.
I thought I might have been, I thought it was like a marina or something. I don't know.
If you ever
Mike,
decide to go,
put your car in one lane just in case it comes.
it's on Merrick Road,
Okay.
right off of the Meadowbrook. You'd have to look it up on your map phone.
Yeah.
It's right off the Meadowbrook on Merrick Road.
Right.
It's behind the sanitation pit. And it's all the way in the back. It's right on the water.
Norman J. Levy.
I come here. Take over my license.
Yeah, Merrick Road. Merrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Nice little walk over there.
Yeah, it looks good.
You get a good picture of the skyline. There's a goat lady over there. They have goats. That this goat lady. I'm sad to call her the goat lady, but she's in charge of the goats.
Yeah.
These, I don't know what type of goats they are, but they don't use a lawnmower. They use these goats
They eat the grass?
to eat the grass.
Let's see now. It would take you be 37 miles on the road to get to Freedom Tower. So I put in Freedom Tower. It says One World Trade Center, but yeah, 37 miles. So maybe let's say 30, 35 from that point looking. So 35 miles away, you could see it. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Then we'll do this now in the election. We'll be all right.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I need is a good horn on my truck. My truck has the worst horn ever. It's so weak. It's got no sound to it, no throat.
So we've been filming all over?
Yeah, I go all over the place, Sal.
That's good.
Yeah.
For yourself or that?
Well, I used to kind of do it for myself for a couple of years, and then I met someone, and then I started learning how to do it. So then I said, I'm going to give it a shot, and especially Long Island is like a hotbed. It's a hotbed for activity,
Yeah, sure.
especially close to the city, and a lot of patriots out here. So, but I was down in Georgia, D.C., Miami. I went to all the indictments. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You know, it's like my vacation. We go
What,
to
is
an
it
indictment.
any monetary for you?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's some donations. People, you know, are nice enough to give donations. But
Okay, good.
when you're on YouTube, I tried this already, and I was on YouTube, and people donated through YouTube, so they lose 30% right off the bat. And I never got a check. I never got any of that money. You know, maybe a couple hundred. You know what I mean? It was a short time, and people were nice enough to give, but it was YouTube just like keeps the money because they take you off the platform. And then they just keep, it's like, what kind of lawsuit could there be? Because, you know, there's a lot of people that lose money on YouTube. Yeah, I guess there's some kind of contract that you agree to where probably if you break their rules, then you don't get paid. You know what I mean? So between the views and the things that people donated through YouTube, I never got nothing. So that's the way it is. So I don't even bother going through the process of trying to monetize my videos anymore because it probably makes you more of a target.
Do you don't want to work for nobody?
No, I got my own thing going on, but I mean, as far as like, this is more extracurricular hobby, but you know, I do take it pretty extreme, you know, because I want people to subscribe and watch, and you know.
Yeah, we had one couple. There's a mother and a daughter that came out from Connecticut. I think it was last year or the year before. And it was a big rally. I think it was 2 annuals down in this and that. They came down from Connecticut. She was doing articles with people, taking pictures.
Right.
So that's what her job was. That's what she did. And
Right.
her mother drove her, and the mother just followed the crew.
Right. So I know like people take video and pictures and then they sell them, you know. So they have to have the connections where they can sell them to newspapers, things like that. You're an independent journalist, you know. You ask people about stuff, and then you do your Instagram and all that stuff, you know. So I'm not like full time like that. Otherwise, I'd really be hitting it. You know what I mean? I'm already hitting it. I'll be hitting it even harder.
As long as you're happy with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, it was nice though, like doing these illegal immigrant protests, where they're putting them into the camps, like in the middle of, you know, neighborhoods, right by people's houses. You know? It's nice to see people come out and say, I don't want this here. I'm worried about my kids. I'm worried about my neighborhood. You know, that's when I see people start to really come out. It's early though for the election. You know what I mean? It's early for people to come out. So next year it's going to ramp up. But right now is the time to get out in the streets and say, I don't want these illegal aliens in my home, my neighborhood. You know? Let them do it the right way.
That's like Curtis legal. He got arrested, I think, 4 times already.
Yeah, so I mean, I was at a couple of them protests, like 2 or 3 of them, you know? Staten Island, Queens, yeah.
They put him in Fort Benefit.
Right, yeah, there's a couple different spots. I actually went past one in Long Island City over the weekend. I checked that out.
Yeah, I gotta go. Gotta get my boy. See you next show. You got it, brother. Hey, how you doing, huh? Take care, big guy.
I gotta get one of your outfits in there.
That's my girl. Come on in, buddy. Go over there and say hi.
Big game burger. You gonna go hunting after burgers now?
Now they don't know what they do and what they down New York City.
I don't know. I think it's just another play to say, oh, we can't take anymore, and then the government goes, all right, here's some more money. Hochul and Adams are like, you know, playing the field. They're playing the media to get Washington to send more tax dollars, federal tax dollars. You know what I mean? And I'm guaranteeing, I'm 99% sure that these people are building stuff in New York that are sitting in these camps. I've seen them with construction vests and hard hats the other night going back into the camp. Why would they have those things? You know what I mean? Where are they going on these buses? They're going to work. They're working in New York. You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is they should have.
You're rolling?
They should have. We don't want to stop and keep them.
Right. Yeah. That's it. Here's the money. And if you don't vote for us, then we can't give you any more money. So you know what to do. It's time to vote Democrat.
Waiting for the flag
We'll keep that money coming. I'm trying to remember what there's a term for it. You know?
before the picture goes.
Which one? Which flag?
The blue one on this flag.
Basic income, something like that. Like there's a whole word for it as far as just giving out money every month to people.
You know, like one guy says, why are you putting people in expensive and luxury hotels? You're gonna make something that can't say. But still, you're throwing the veterans out of these sites and you're putting them in. That's
Right, there was a retirement home in Staten Island that I went to. They were going to kick them out. Illegal aliens.
Very hot.
And then they were trying to put it right in the middle. I went down some side streets to go to this rally. I was in someone's neighborhood. I was walking in front of their house. And that's where they want to put them, you know?
it was cool.
Yeah.
I like that little fan.
Yeah, you got to have it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I didn't touch it. Just went in front of it.
I mean, if you could get underneath it more, you'll feel it's even cooler. Like this plate, it feels like.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
You know what I mean? It feels like a refrigerator.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Right now it's better than sex.
Yeah, the sun's a little hot, but it's not too bad. It's not very humid, like too bad.
Oh, it's humid. It's humid.
I work outside.
So do I.
Yeah.
It's humid. I'm drenched. Last night I was drenched.
I walked one, yeah. I was feeling a little bit. I was feeling for that water. I was going to get a breathe.
It's got beauty back on. That beauty for life. That beauty for life. Now you saw the stack of the boat the top that you shot over there? Yeah. When Sandy hit, that entire team left all the boats right up to each other.
Yeah, they got the racks of the boats, and then they got the forklift to fix them up.
Yeah.
So,
And we lost, all those boats had to be replaced. One of my friends, actually two of my friends' boats were on that.
miles away from where they're supposed to be down in Long Beach. I know that much. I was out east of the time. A lot of trees down.
On his way there, and he was going. Came down. The other one, he was a captain at the time. He was uptown. What he had uptown. They called, I guess, everybody down to up and set up whatever he had set up, like one of his command areas. Yeah. And this is when the bodies were coming down. Yeah. Started coming down. And he says, he started looking up. We got to move out of here because the debris or whatever bodies were coming.
One of my brother-in-law's lieutenants got killed from somebody got called, broke his neck. He was trying to pull a guy out, you know, another fireman. They were dragging him, the guy, he didn't look. What a horrible way to live.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
yeah. Sitting in the seat of the building, it wasn't the way it should be. You had to remember saying they moved the command area, still there, but like, I don't know where, but overboard. And then when it finally did fall, there was enough way that there was a subway, like staircase going down, and him and whoever, they just threw themselves down this subway. And they got all fucked up with stuff down there too. But it didn't collapse on it, And he still has to be still. I mean, I'm hoping he doesn't. He hasn't gotten any cancer yet.
A lot of guys, almost as many people died from cancer they did from the death.
My ex-wife, she couldn't. Which is pretty close. But she did because, even when she went to work,
They said there was a couple of miles if you worked.
there was ash and stuff like all in the street, like even some of the houses.
Good.
Where did they go?
You know, a lot of people.
Okay, so it's an SUV. Yep. I say.
I like this tripod. I gotta get one of these. Oh yeah, you can see everything good.
Just recording?
Yeah. I think it's nice. Take a look.
And then.
I like the tripod. He's not even.
Recording?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's live. I'm sitting over there and it's live. you're live.
Yeah, I just happened to walk by, right? Hey, Joe Biden, if you're listening, go fuck yourself.
And your mama too.
And your crackhead son, too.
Yeah. So kind of similar.
He didn't even go anywhere today for 9/11.
I know.
He's in Alaska or wherever the hell he is.
Wendy, he's in Alaska. He's trying to stop the oil drilling there.
Yeah.
Rich people. To hear what happened 3 weeks before they started. They did rezoning for millionaires to buy property.
AKA,
Yeah, exactly. And The Rock was trying to get people to spend or do something. And yeah, but they like millionaires. Also, where Obama was born, why isn't he doing anything about it? Why isn't he doing anything? His birth certificate said.
Disgusting piece of garbage in the White House with the red mark there. Talks about it. He said the people should get over and over. Stop being over there. If we got better other things we should be talking about.
When did she say that?
2 days ago or something.
She's not.
The one with the mark there. No, that's inside.
Let's move on.
Are these people nuts?
Okay, see ya.
What happened?
Who are you talking to?
Here. But be careful because there's a ditch, so don't go too far. Right here. Yeah, because there's a ditch. Let me check this. So I'm gonna have one bar. We'll leave the car running just in case I have to come back. But let's see what's going on here for a second. And they have like that Bearcat SWAT team truck here, I guess. So this is a staging area, obviously, of sorts. Hold on, let me put the AirPods in. Give me a sec, guys. Let me see if okay, so the AirPods are in. So we're gonna go a little bit up here and see if there's well, there is activity, but it's not like what we're gonna stay for. Just to show you guys, I guess the SWAT truck. And again, there's a lot of like media that are staged here. No new sightings that I'm aware of, but you guys know that changes rather quickly.
They couldn't find him, you know?
Ah, you got the dirt bike.
He's not there.
Alright,
Where is
check French Creek.
he? French Creek.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to French Creek?
Yeah, we're gonna go there.
What time? Carry down the
Really? Oh, that's pretty cool. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks. You guys see a neighbor with a dirt bike that just went. Looking. Make sure this. It is. Would you give me this one? But you guys can see the staging wild. For the past 12 days. And you kind of.
I started thinking about it, and I said, man, I gotta, every time I want them, I gotta zip tie them.
That's what I said. My car's on
It's a hassle. I'm like, yeah, so it's gonna be insane. I'm like, I got them home. I'm not gonna put them on. one side, and then I put the deck over here.
That's how we were in marriage.
Even if it doesn't fit like really good in the garage.
He said, Donnie, I'm not coming there. If you guys gonna be down there?
Not even an inch.
I said, no, we don't do that. I said, we're all in one room.
Even if it doesn't fit,
Because
it's
last
easy
time I
enough
came,
just to
you guys were all
just
supposed to
put
go
it
there.
outside. This big one's man, I had to
The other ones that have been in this
I looked at it, I got a zip tie at the wrist,
Not so much.
zip tie at the torso, zip tie at the leg. Gotta get a step ladder to get them up there. And we should have yeah.
Some people are.
That's not you taking a picture, right? Is that,
Freedom Jeffrey. It's
Yeah.
live.
that was out here somewhere. Smile, you're on candid camera.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for the Corvette.
Corvette? You mean Biden's Corvette? Francesca's here. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah.
What's up? What is that
She was
guy
talking
saying?
that I don't know, she put a picture up today of some 9/11,
Oh, you suck.
not even, a real picture, like one of those things, whatever you call them, and they canceled her account. Her
serious?
Facebook account, yeah. Some 9/11 thing, like, some 9/11 thing, they canceled it out.
They're crazy over there. They're so damn left-wing liberal.
Holy shit. They don't even like this.
They don't like the flag, they don't like 9/11, they don't like
A couple of years ago a couple of years ago, I guess it was. I don't know. So I remember maybe 3. I forget when it was. I got a couple of restrictions myself for putting posts. They don't like anything. And they restricted me a couple of times. After I forget the second restriction, I didn't care about my page, whatever you want to call it. I didn't want my pictures disappearing. So if they lock your account, then you can't access it, and all your pictures are on. They're their property. But there's a feature somewhere, like in the settings, that you could download your account. You could download just the pictures, or even like the wording that you do, whatever. I just wanted my pictures, so I connected my laptop, which I never really do, but I signed on my laptop and I downloaded everything through my laptop. I don't know how many pictures, like hundreds, whatever it was. That's all I care about,
I don't know much about Facebook. I'm not on there, so they can't cancel me in any kind of way.
This heat is so hot.
Man. Smile, people. Yeah, it's running.
Oh.
You're on there. You're on there.
Oh, no.
Do a dance over there.
You're on there, right? Hey, what's going on? Wendy.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, I just came by and looked at it. Said, oh, what's going on?
Darlene, you're live.
Is that a British flag? Who put up a British flag?
I didn't know what it was. It's the Hawaiian flag.
Really? I figured I thought it was the British flag.
No, the British flag is the full
Union Jack.
Well, they got part of the British flag
Yeah,
in there,
it's
isn't
part
it? Well, they used to be part of the British.
Was
whatever,
it?
right?
Was they at one time?
Yeah, at one time, long time ago.
So we kicked their ass
far away.
all over the globe. We kicked their ass.
That's right.
Well, you know, they said that the sun never sets on the British Empire, right? The old phrase.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, but.
I wonder why they're pissed off at us. We took everything from them. We left on a little tiny island.
Yeah, they gave up a lot, you know. India, they gave up. Hong Kong, they gave up. They gave up a lot of shit, you know.
What's that company that they had? East British India Company? What was it called?
You mean back in the old days?
Yeah, the East British India Company.
Something like that.
Something like that. I forget what island that was. Not Providence. I forget what it was. It might have been a British Virgin Island.
Could have been.
And there's still this East India British Company. Like I walked past this building and it had like his name on it. I'm like, what's his name? It's like the history books in grammar school.
I don't know. Now I wish it was cloudy. What the hell is
And it was pouring rain. God almighty.
Yeah.
Here it's like a desert. I was thinking about it.
Wasn't he? Yeah, it was.
It
It was still cloudy when we left, where we were. I was wondering what it was going to be like here, but it's blue skies and sun.
I went this morning to Point Lookout for the ceremony there. Man, it poured. Me and Jeffrey were there. Man, it poured. Man, it poured. I came home soaked. I soaked. My pants, like I just hung them up on this hook. They're still damp. My wallet is like a sponge. I had to take out all the papers I had and laid them out all over my bed. Like my driver's license, you know, it's plastic, but all like the registration, insurance, they're all over my bed drying out. Oh, God. It was a disaster this morning.
Truck coming.
What is your purpose of going to New York? No, sorry.
He's all dressed up. Who's that?
I don't know, but it said "fuck Biden" on it, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
He's all that song.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Andy said he's going over to Eisenhower. They're having some sort of Blinken's having some sort of thing for 9/11.
Tonight?
Yeah.
What time is this tonight?
He said 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Huh.
I don't think Blakeman was at Point Lookout.
I forget that thing's there.
I know. Get over there, man.
It's up
That's why
there.
I'm standing over here.
Why? What's the big deal? So you get on video.
I was back there for a little bit.
What's the big deal?
Not a big deal.
You don't want to be photographed too much. You never know where it might go.
It's going to Freedom Jeffries thing.
Hey, I like your daughter's birthday birthday cake.
Oh, she made that. She made that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. She put that whole thing together. It was unbelievable.
Too funny. I showed him. Boff and Barbie.
Yeah.
Should she run out and get drunk already? Well, she probably got drunk before that, but that's what that's that guy. He's all dressed up though. When they recognize him, he's all dressed up. He's usually out here, but he's not dressed up like that. In front of the fire department. I get the feeling he was in the city or something.
Over there on the wall for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on this thing.
I know.
Apparently that's a Hawaiian flag. I didn't know that. I thought it was the British flag. It almost looks like a British flag.
Very somber day. That too. Well, to you maybe, but a lot of people are probably getting trashed because, you know.
Harris. Downtown Manhattan is packed.
You heard Harris went down to, now Harris went in to see
Giggles?
Yeah. Why you couldn't make it? He's in Alaska. He couldn't come back in time. Yeah. No, he's in Alaska.
He later read the Vietnam before he left.
I know he's in Alaska too.
What's
up there, young
baby? Where's the cigar? He only dropped into Alaska about an hour ago.
He's got his babysitter.
Oh, an hour ago?
Yeah, he just got there like an hour ago.
He just got to Alaska an hour ago.
Like an hour
Yeah.
or so ago. He was busy making a speech when we left.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yep.
And he's down there to try to stop oil. That's what he's down there for, gas and oil from there. Trying to stop
Nice.
Get him to stop himself from falling
And he's
down.
in Vietnam getting money for his son.
Yeah, of course. Wouldn't surprise us.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Said it was a scheduling problem. You know where 9/11 is, right?
9/11
We're
hasn't
working
changed the
around
last
it.
23 years.
Yeah.
22
We're
years.
working around it. Come on,
Absolutely.
What he did was the most disrespectful thing any president could do. Any president ever does the most disrespectful thing.
Yeah.
All the people that died there. It's crazy.
I'm Kevin's daughter, by the way.
They don't. No, you don't care. They don't care. It's all about the Biden crime family. That's all. Yeah. It's sunny. It's raining by us.
I know. The North Shore we're talking about.
$39.31. A CDP at the department. $16.22.
I copy not 2350 territorial for a suspicious unknown vehicle. The employee lot occupied by one gray Volkswagen 4-door. There's side to back.
DANELO.
Copy 172 1694. Flight 272. Flight 272. 272 squad to assist on a man down at University and Cedar. Medics are en route.
Yep, he's just getting signed out here. 267.
Copy, it's 267.
62. Search that alarm at 1376 Schletty.
Copy, is there a squad that can assist residential covering kitchen motion?
One 179 to 157. Somebody move me around. Is someone calling 157? Yeah, can you take 4? 140. Starting at 14.
Seven zero.
Show anyone logged into 2168 time. And location Century 11. Can you find out or confirm where that happened? We don't have a Century 11. Copy that. Four six.
846.
Show me on 370 skull, long number 691399.
All right. Rookie. That was a rookie mistake. That was a rookie mistake, leaving my lights on and not knowing that my siren was going to go off when I put it in drive. So
671 Maryland Avenue East in relation to my call.
St. Paul's finest. They were following that moped. They had lost it earlier. Further over on the east side, they saw it. And it fled from them, but they were on their way to a call. Then they saw it again and pulled them over, and the moped actually pulled over. They ran the plate and it was stolen.
Somehow I lost you from my contacts. Do you have my number? Can you give me a quick call?
The back passenger on that moped was just released from our jail this morning because the CAT team had him in another stolen car, and he was had a warrant for aggravated assault out of Hennepin County, and so he had done his time. I don't know if Hennepin County just gave him another court date or released the hold for him. Excuse me, but we ID'd him, and because he's the passenger on the moped, it's not it's difficult to prove that he knew that the moped was stolen, so he's being identified and released. He could possibly be charged with tampering with a motor vehicle by complaint or get a ticket in the mail. The driver will be booked for possession of the stolen moped. And we are clear out of there. Some of St. Paul's finest cops there. You got to see they're doing a great job, hard working. Someone asked who's the guy in the blue jeans and the white shirt. I don't know his name, but I heard them talking to him. It sounds like he might be a recruit for the St. Paul PD, and who's out riding along with them, and seemed like a sharp guy. We're westbound on Maryland now. When I first pulled up, I thought the tall guy in plain clothes might have been from the Johnson High School, which is just up the block. Maybe a staff member who knew the kids, but they were older than they looked. And then I heard somebody asking him if he was still looking to join St. Paul PD. So I should have mentioned the reason the moped was over on its side is because when they got the driver off, apparently it tipped over. It was kind of unsteady even on the jacks or on the stands. So unfortunately, those mopeds are relatively easy to steal if you know what you're doing. So a lot of times mopeds get stolen, and they may be out and about and not get recovered quite as quickly as motor vehicles, because they can be driven into places where they can be hidden. Bob is not out today. Pat is out and about. Pat's out and about working with the CAT team. He could have jumped in with me, but it's better to have more cars sometimes if you don't have many out, so that you can assist each other. Give a quick shout out to my buddy Brett Lindback, who rode with me on Friday night. We didn't get a lot of action, but we did get in that chase. But it was great to see him and talk to him about his awesome wife Rocky and their kids. Brandy and John kids, so I don't know, I can't even keep track anymore. But great people. we're southbound on Rice Street at Front. Gonna go by Borton's Bar and the Winnipeg Market, a couple of our busier locations. Next month I have the pleasure of going down to Missouri to present to the Missouri chapter of the Midwest Gang Investigators Association. They're having their annual conference, and I get to go down there and speak to them about testifying as a gang expert witness, and how do you prepare yourself, how do you prepare your evidence and your resume or your curriculum vitae. I call it a resume, to be able to testify in court. But the reason I tell you that is that it's at Lake of the Ozarks, and I've never been there before, and I've heard it's beautiful down there. But a couple people have told me I need to watch the show Ozark to get ready for going down there. I watched the first. I'm already scared to go down there because I don't know what's gonna happen. But it looks like it's gonna be a good show, though. But now I want to see the new show Convicting a Murderer, which is the story of the murder of Teresa Halbach in Wisconsin that became popular in the Making a Murderer series. And this new series is advertised as a way to tell people the real truth of that case and what you didn't get to hear. So I'm interested in seeing that, and because I love to watch stuff from multiple angles and then try to decide what I think really happened. Looks like there's a soccer game going on here at the Frogtown Rec Center. See if I can get over enough so you can see the soccer players here. I think it's too early for high school soccer. I don't know. I'm not a soccer guy. So I like the, speaking of shows, I like true crime shows. I like I think it's on A&E, Guilty or Innocent, where they actually track an actual case, but you get it from both sides, the prosecution and the defense, and see the legal maneuvering that goes on leading up to a case, and you know, I enjoy watching that. Of course, the first 48 and On Patrol Live. I mean, On Patrol Live isn't quite as popular as us live on patrol, but they're trying. I'll give them some credit. And if you don't realize, I am being sarcastic about that. But it's fun to watch and see how officers, deputies do stuff in other states, and the different, just to watch the different kinds of policing that happen in different areas. It's very different how they police Richmond County in South Carolina versus Hazen, Arkansas versus Nye County, Arizona. It's interesting to watch how the officers, Fullerton, California, to watch the difference in how the officers are trained, how they operate, how they interact with each other. And, you know, some are very informal, some are very formal. It's, people don't realize that policing is like a giant tool bag of different tools you can use, and you have to select the ones that are best, and what might work well in one community may not work well elsewhere.
I'll let you know when you're outside.
Three, three, six.
336.
339.
339.
343.
343.
344.
344.
345.
345.
358.
358.
Email 358. One for 7. 150. 154.
8296.
So I'm gonna call it a day here. I apologize for the info about the walk, the NAMI walk coming up.
I did put a hit out on you.
Oh yeah, it's nice. You can do that. Wow, what a guy. What a guy.
How long are you running it for?
Hour and 51 minutes.
Oh, wow. You're getting a lot of responses.
Yeah.
You actually go back
They
and
just
meet over
talk. No, they talk to each other, you know.
there? Oh, okay. So you don't actually.
They don't need me. Yeah, they just talk to each other. We were 6 in 2021. I was 17 years old in 2021 during 9/11.
That's why I'm pissed. They're like $600 and they're feeling.
I just posted this on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll be doing this rally on Sunday, this Sunday the 17th. Brooke will be in attendance, so it's going to be big. Wendy's going to be there. Tion's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. So. Hi, Estiwa. Yes, Brooke will be appearing at Trump Tower this Sunday. Bring your selfie sticks so she could sign them. You don't charge for autographs, Rookie Cookie. And Wendy too, Wendy from CPAC. My friend Wendy that I met at the Trump rally.
Scary. I want to get my flashlight and then show you. It's wild, people. But he's like, dude, that dude could have went into these tunnels and was like hiding out in tunnels. Let me get that. As soon as I get this flashlight, we'll be able to see. Got it. Got the flashlight, folks. I got the flashlight. I'm gonna go in and get the flashlight. We're gonna see. We're gonna see some tunnels. Yeah, there's tunnels back here, dude. There's literally tunnels back here. There's literally tunnels. And his name, he lives here, and he's like, dude, he could have came in here. He could have came in here because this is like right down the street. Like it's like literally right over there. They're searching, the SWAT team and the CERT and the ATF and state police and everything like that. They're searching right next door. And he's like, dude, this dude could have very well came in here. And you know when a fugitive could come in here and then basically back here is these tunnels. The reception gets bad, but you guys get what I'm saying. I can't get over there because the reception's bad, but there's tunnels back, folks. There's tunnels. And it's part of the Underground Railroad system. Let me go. See what I'm saying? Way in the back. And it keeps going. And I'm not exaggerating here. It literally, he said it goes all the way back underground. So I don't know where this dude is. But I'm telling you, people, they think he's still in this area. Until proven otherwise, or until otherwise, they think he is here. They think he is somewhere in Chester County, all in this rural area. Now, I'm going to show you some things. I've been talking to everybody right here. The neighbors are so cool. The neighbors in this area are so cool. And the neighbors have been telling me that, one, bunch of those neighbors told me yesterday authorities were going door to door asking them if they have any surveillance or any ring cameras or anything to, that day. The owner of the church over here told me that, and I talked to him, he's the president, he runs the church here. He told me that when the van got left there, that Sunday morning, they had church service there. They had church service there, and it all went down when authorities rushed to this location. They were having church service right here. And he was explaining the whole situation. I forget what he actually says, but he told me, I got an interview with him on camera, which is like totally cool. So we're cool on that aspect. Over there is so much land and trees and rolling hills that it goes almost all the way to Route 100 from this location. He could be anywhere out here, and we are like trenched in really far into the mountains. And I'm on Nantmeal and Fairview Road. It's gonna be like very well, the dogs are just people's local dogs, but around the corner there, this is where SWAT like emerged. And now I asked the church guy, I was like, are you going to have service on Sunday if he's not found? And he actually said yeah. He said yeah. They said he's not scared. They're not scared. This guy could be still in this area. This is the only area right here. This is the only area right here they are searching. In the backwoods there. Listen, I'm going to post a video. There was two 18-year-old kids on a motorcycle. They were on a motorcycle, and they came and they got out their motorcycle, and they said they're specifically looking for this guy, and took their motorcycle like almost like vigilantes, and was like, yeah, rock on, we're gonna find him. They went right up. Thank you. They went right up to a state trooper, and the state troopers are still around, folks. See, state troopers are still around. They still patrol continuously around this area, around the clock. And they pulled right up to a state trooper who was blocking a cornfield, and the state trooper just let him in. He said, yeah, you can go look for him. I got video today, lots of video of camouflage people in fatigues, on vehicles, with dogs. It's a pretty wild scene around here. Now it's all calming down because it's about to get dark. This is another day this dude got away. This is the little kind of busy intersection tucked in. If you know the map, you'll know exactly where I'm at. But that's what's going on here in Chester County at this time. And I'm going to be back tomorrow morning to see, apparently the SWAT and all this is supposed to be a day-to-day staging ground. They're going to have to exhaust and go through all these trees here and all different locations around here, and until they exhaust it, and then they might move on. But here's the thing is, at this time, there has been no reported any break-ins around here. There hasn't been any reports of any stolen vehicles. There hasn't been any surveillance of him. anywhere outside this area where the van was left. Not at all. Nothing. So the locals, I'm telling you, the locals fear and feel that he is in this location somewhere. They fear and feel that he is somewhere around here, hunkered down. And it's quite possible. I've also was looking at different creeks and streams that are nearby where this van was left. One is the South French Creek. Another concerning thing I have is, and this is interesting, is right where his van is, up the road is an elementary school. It's called French Creek Elementary School. And I don't know if it's open. I drove past earlier. Don't know if it's open, but this is kind of disturbing. I've seen numerous barns back here. I've seen sheds. I've seen outhouses. Richard Dawson YouTube channel. They need to be looking up as well as on the ground when they are searching. I think he is hiding up in the trees. There is a lot of trees around here, believe me. There's a lot of corn. There's a lot of valleys. This is like, it's not the Poconos, but it's like the beginning stages of the Pocono Mountains. It's starting to get rolling hills, but this is as deep entrenched in Chester County that you can be. It's probably one of the most densely areas of Chester County as far as rolling hills, valleys, streams, windy roads, just in this area. It's kind of coincidental. I don't think it's coincidental. It's kind of fishy that his car would suddenly be, or the vehicle that he ditched would suddenly be in this location. I think it's just kind of fishy about that scenario and situation. Nantmeal United Methodist Church. People are leaving. They're done for the day out here. I've been monitoring the situation. Will they expand the perimeter? That remains to be seen. But this is literally the only search area, and you saw them all leave at the beginning of this feed. This is the only search area that is visible to the eye. I have seen people patrolling all around between here and Phoenixville, and I went out to Phoenixville as we discussed earlier today. I went out to Phoenixville. I'm uploading a video now, and maybe it will upload finally, where I went to Bonnie Bray, trailer number 8. I knocked on the door, talked to someone on the surveillance over the Ring camera, the same Ring camera that got DANELO. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. They told me to leave. It's a wild case, people. We're in a wild situation. I'm out remotely. What do you think? Yeah, get thermals, get the ground radars, whatever you have. But they're going to have to go. There's so much land here. I don't know how they can feasibly be able to do it and determine it. Like with just a small crew. Now these guys, the people that were here, and they had ATF on their background. They have the ATFs on their back, printed on their back. They were all military. They all had, the radios in their ears. And they all looked like they were literally like National Guard people. And they had out-of-state plates and Maryland plates and Michigan plates. And, it was a crew maybe of, like I said, maybe 30 to 40, less than 50, but definitely more than 25, somewhere in that range. And, they go through and they're trained and they know they're the best of the best, right? They're the best of the best at their field. But there's just the land here. And what do you do at that point? What does one do if you can't find him? If you can't find him at that point, do you just leave this area and assume he left? If there's no proof he left. Because thus far, here's the situation and why everyone's like, is there sightings? Has there been any, they ask that at the press conference every day. No, there hasn't been any sightings. The last actual sighting was him at the Ring camera. Not the vehicle itself. The vehicle was dropped here Sunday morning sometime. But this actual sighting, the visual of him was on that night when he tried to attempt to go to a friend, or not a friend, but an old associate, to try to, I don't know, we don't know, but the associate was communicating with him via that Ring camera, and I guess called the police. Immediately, apparently, but the PSP, and here's another issue. Remember, we heard the press conference today and the level of communication between the local police departments up in Phoenixville with the PSP. The PSP didn't get wind of what was going on for a few hours later, thus giving this guy a few hour head start to get away. So maybe in the future, there should be some sort of coordination where, you know, immediately if there's some sightings or something, it should be going to the PSP immediately. He had another 2-hour window, at least a 2-hour window to get away. Thank you very much. What we got there? Was van just pulled over on the shoulder, or was it pushed into the field? So it was around the corner. It was deliberately concealed. It was off into the corn and then around the bend where you can't see it from the road. That's what I'm told. That's where it was. So the average person that would go by would not be able to see it. Apparently what I'm hearing is they were able to pinpoint it via surveillance that took them to this location from different points from Phoenixville to here, and possibly GPS. But the GPS thing I'm a little suspect on, because if it was GPS that got that pinpointed, you would think. Thank you. God bless you. You said my name. Good job, Jonathan. You see that a lot of people watch from across the world. We watch the locals. The locals are amazing here. The locals. Listen, I had not one negative interaction with any local in this area. But going back to the GPS, right? The GPS. You would think as soon as they identified the car was stolen, or the van was stolen, I think that was around, what, 5:30 he was trying to say? I saw a number of 5:30. I remember him saying at the press conference, Bivens. They would immediately be able to GPS it right away, but apparently for some reason they didn't. So I don't know about the GPS aspect and why it took them so long on that part. But where is he now? Where is this dude? 34 years old. He's 5 feet, 120 pounds, folks. 5 feet, 120 pounds. I am out on the scene. Listen, I'm going to go down to the Chester County, southern Chester County area. I want to show you a few things, the aftermath of what happened down there. Some of us will call it a debacle. Some of us will say that was a debacle of what happened down there in southern Chester County, where they had a perimeter. I was confident myself. I was so confident that they would have gotten him. They had all the technology, they had all the cars, the manpower pointing, but like Bivens said, not everything is so secure, and he slipped through a vulnerability place somewhere in that perimeter, whether that was the tunnels, like there's tunnels here that I just showed you. If you just jumping on, check out the tunnels. There is tunnels. There's another PCP right here, PSP, Pennsylvania State Police. They are out. And I guess they'll be out here until further notice. So it's a wild scene here in Chester County. I'm going to be here covering this case. What's your thoughts, everyone? I want to hear a little bit. I'll take a couple minutes to hear your thoughts on this situation. Will the SWAT be back here? I believe so. I don't think they were just going to leave this area for good without definitively. And if they do, I think they would leave because they got some new information, or figuring, what do we got here? What did you say? Deputize our vets as bounty hunters to go get them out. Easy peasy. MAGA, Sky Queen. Now, Sky Queen, thank you, and I appreciate that. Now, Sky Queen, here's the thing, though, is the police, or the PSP, Bivens, he doesn't want citizens out there because he thinks the citizens could get themselves hurt by being out there. He's not a proponent of that. But I can tell you that the residents here want to do that. I just talked to a resident beforehand that lived down there. He told me they were out there looking at his Ring camera. He was telling me a lot of the neighbors, because I guess they have one of these group chats that they all communicate within, kind of like a Facebook group or whatnot. He was saying that they were discussing actually getting all together, the neighbors, and saying, hey, they'll go out on themselves. But they didn't have the drones and they didn't have certain things, and that's why they haven't done it. But, I mean, will they eventually get impatient? Because if this guy is not found, and the guy already did an MURDER in Brazil, did it up here with his girlfriend with a knife. I mean, he was cold and calculated. I got details of what he did down there in Brazil. He shot a man in his back. at the bar. And you know what's even crazy? I have more information that you might not know. He has a brother. Danilo has a brother from Brazil, and his own brother was cooperating with authorities against him there in Brazil on the gun case back in 2017. I find that odd because, or I find that ironic because his own brother cooperated against him down there. Now, he wasn't apprehended, he was able to flee, but his brother provided a law enforcement evidence or whatnot. He was able to flee and come here, and now the girlfriend, or his sister here, her boyfriend, his sister's boyfriend, cooperated against him. So it seems like people in his life have already cooperated against him. He's not getting, I mean, this dude is just, it's wild. And then what I even find even more wild is he chose to go back to the area where people cooperated against him with, you know? There was 2 guys that got immunity. That's so wild itself. Why would you go back to the same area and try to hook up with acquaintances you really don't know like that? Dude has been incarcerated for 2-3 years, sitting in the Chester County prison. You're gonna go back to an area and try to knock on somebody's door to try to get help on someone you don't really know like that, not expecting the person or to call authorities and rat you out? Come on. That to me says that this guy is just a low IQ, bonehead criminal. Though he's managed to elude authorities. He's managed to stay, away from any detection. Hello, any detection whatsoever. Stay away from anybody. So JLR investigates. I'm out on the scene. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Marilyn. Marilyn. Thank you very much. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to post a few videos soon this evening. I might come on later. If any new information breaks, if anything breaks, like anything on the scanner or whatever like that, I will be out and I will be zooming to the scene. So we'll talk soon. Thanks for the support, everyone. I am out here in rural Chester County, ground zero of the search here, but nothing is going on right now. Will it happen tomorrow? Remains to be seen. Stay tuned. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll talk later on today. We might talk at midnight. We'll see what happens. Have a great day. JLR Investigator. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. See? Community likes me. I like that. I feel kind of blush and flattered by that. We'll talk soon. Have a great day, guys.
Let me get out with that stop on 30.
Well, Burbank. You can also log out below 9.
Copy, thank you. Great.
When you get up to that first parking lot, pull up for a second so I can click.
5:20. I don't see anyone in the back of the residence at this time. My status is okay.
No, this is not the last sighting, but it's not far. And it's the most dense area near it.
You can clear all 44 from the assist.
Though he wasn't spotted here, it's an area that he can easily hide in, given the woods are much more, it's much more vast than it was at Longwood. We're talking 8,000 acres compared to about 1,000, a little bit over 1,000. And like some people said, this is a state park, so they have bathrooms, cabins, camping sites, all kinds of stuff that would help him. Water fountains, I'm sure. I mean, just look at, if you go on Google Maps, you can see the French Creek State Park, and if you're local, you already know how massive it is. I never came out here, so I didn't even know about it. But when you look on Google Maps, it's pretty wild how large this park is. I haven't seen any bloodhounds. Somebody asked if I saw bloodhounds. I didn't. But then again, I wasn't in the woods, so I don't know what they have in there. And hold on, let me show you guys how many camping sites there are here. Like all those little red dots are camping sites, like cabin 7, cabin 8, cabin 3, and it goes all the way, like I saw last night, like cabin 40 something. So they have a lot of cabins here, which makes it obviously like a haven for an escapee to get rest. And you have to keep in mind, he's been very well rested. If you look at him, like they've got modern cabins up here. We'll drive through. I saw something about tents. I wonder if that's something that they have outside or not.
3.5 minutes.
But let's.
3805 Humphrey Road, 3805 Humphrey Road, even for being touch out for
Copy that.
We're gonna pull up for a second. Just to.
63805 Humphrey Road, Cross Street, Marston Drive. Down, some sick person.
Just give me a sec. I want to see. Yeah, let's go where those cars are. Put the seatbelt back on before.
93-14 to command. 93-14 to command. Can I get another unit over here at 832 Nantamil Road? I have a car that just tried to take off on me, and I got them to hold off to the side. 832 Nantamil Road.
So we were just there at Nantamil.
Ford. It looks like he's going to take off again too.
We're gonna go to this.
Yesterday, 2 days ago. I'm not heard all about it.
Let me see if. I mean, he'd be for somebody else to bring that much attention to themselves in the middle of a manhunt. That's bizarre. So it's possible that.
San Antonio, somebody going. 6 years. We're praying on helping them. Just working right now. Copy.
Unit 3941.
3941.
Hold on, guys.
Unit 3941, 3636.
Let me make sure that this doesn't.
3636 out of street. Lodging check. Evelyn, I'm on last name. 9-year-old female. So the little bug has glasses and other stuff on them. Rolled over the house. Up to the unit.
146.5 Anderson. The 93414 is dead. 93414 for command. I got one individual on the ground. I'm still waiting for another unit. Not sure how many other occupants are in the car right now. Okay. Copy, one on the ground. Same thing around. 93 T95 0. 913 95. 93 ball 14 2 command. You're placed in the LRZ Lima. Call to a front. 930 ball 14 a copy LRZ. Have the numbers. It looks like LRZ 1013. Lima Romeo Zulu 1013. County, if you're listening, can you run that for me? Number 293.
County copy. Keep off order, okay?
32 Paul 4, okay?
LE10 to the CP. Can you see the attached?
No, I can't see informer on this one. You can read it out, please. Units, the male subject left. Exit on West Euclid under direction travel.
Unit 3941. Call was last in the residence of a female on Friday. She's also concerned to a possible fire hazard as well. Call was trying to get a hold of the Department of Aging for the female. Evelyn does have a dog in the residence. She also does have a medical history of diabetes.
Okay.
Unit 3947. Unit 3947 at the Renner Center, 1849 Lincoln Highway, 1849 Lincoln Highway. My uncle burger alarm. Coming to my front entry door.
Paul 5, okay. Denied through Paul 14 or status. Status, okay. Denied through Paul 14, copy status, okay.
LE10 to 93 Paul 14. Vehicle comes back to a Nicholas Strong and a Frederick Strong, 100 Rose Point Road in Glenmore. On a 2017 Ford. Vehicle is valid, no SNRs, no one. It has been attached.
33 units, the daughter of the male and female is walking with a neighbor towards you.
Copy, Henry.
5, okay.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna head to that. Sorry, I had to run out, but we're good to go. Follow that. We're gonna go to the possible person. Well, there's somebody at gunpoint, but I'm not sure if it's related. Sorry. I'm trying to text law enforcement to see if that's, as we're heading down, but to see if that's anything. We're on our way. We're on our way to that call that just came in for somebody that's at gunpoint near where we just left, which is a little bit annoying that we left that early. We should have hung around a little bit. That's kind of why we usually hang out. But we'll find out if it's anything related to this.
Denied through Paul 14 or status. Status, okay. Denied through Paul 14, copy status, okay.
LE10 93 Paul 14. Vehicle comes back to a Nicholas Strong and a Frederick Strong, 100 Rose Point Road in Glenmore. On a 2017 Ford. Vehicle is valid, no SNRs, no one. It has been attached.
33 units, the daughter of the male and female is walking with a neighbor towards you.
Copy, Henry.
5, okay. 3345, sorry. Call for when you're available. I have a suspicious condition for you. Oh, okay. Haley Hospital for Mickey 2 for notification.
So we're 14 minutes out from that call, which is right by the, let me actually call somebody that might be nearby and see if they are going there. mute it for a second so I can get on the phone. All right, guys. So I called a few other people to see if they're, or one other person. I shot a text over to see if it's related, but just in case they're closer than I am, they're also heading over there. I'm gonna find out what's going on.
Bailey Hospital for Mickey 2 for notification.
We're 14 minutes out.
Bailey Hospital for Mickey 2 notification.
Yeah, go ahead.
Notification for a 65-year-old male coming from his residence. History of Parkinson's. Subject had a couple falls. Had one this morning with a complaint of left hip pain. He's learned oriented at this point, but also stable. I'll be there about 5.
Now we can go a little quicker. Obviously within the speed limit. We don't want somebody calling it in again.
9312.
The ex-roommate is legit. I spoke with the ex-roommate too.
Alright, can you get here?
Yeah, 32 same one.
So the speed limit's 45. We're going
32
50.
same one.
I know it looks fast, but it's not.
32 same one. 104 Summers Drive. 104 Summers Drive. EMS being dispatched out for respiratory difficulty. Same one.
4 to same one. We can take that.
Appreciate it, thanks.
No problem.
F34 14 copy around these conditions. 1400 Art School Road. 1400 Art School Road. Hispanic male. 402 RPM sedan, and if it's to talk to the RPM, it's been a accident. RP doesn't remember what he said. Passing heading northbound Art School Road towards Chemistry Road. Corner 207, you can collect from the scene website.
So what happened is, when we left that church and we were just out with SWAT, somebody just like fled the area, and they tried to pull him over, and then they drew their guns on the car, and the car fled again, and then they got him now at one of the occupants at gunpoint on the ground. You'd be a little, I mean, it's a little bit crazy for somebody to flee the area of an active manhunt, you know, so it's worth checking out. You never know. So that's where we're headed. We're 9 minutes out at 8:30 Nant Meal, which is right at that, like right in the immediate area where that church is that we were just stationed at not too long ago. The Nant Meal church. I don't know the exact name, but we were there. The locals can help me out with the exact name, but that's where we were. And we've got the scanner on in case there's anything that comes through.
Chester 764 is around. F34 14 copy around these conditions. 1400 Art School Road, 1400 Art School Road. Hispanic male, 402 RPM sedan, and if it's to talk to the RPM in Spanish accent, or if he doesn't remember what he said, last heading northbound on Art School Road towards Cameron Road.
Corner 207, you can collect me from the scene West Flatland.
Corner 207, okay?
Okay.
3 deep on board.
Chester 7354 is around. Alpha 87-3, Attic 87 responding. 7354 is responding. 104 Summers Drive between Krauser Road and Aaron Glenway over Euclid Township, Russell for everybody. You're at 73 okay, respond.
6-7 you want to.
6-7 you want.
Yeah, 3917, your status.
Still checking.
Still checking. 3 deep on board.
Yeah, it's far.
Can you clear 100 call, please?
Yeah, 3212 I certainly can. Turn that ball 7 status, okay? Everything appears secure.
That's not coming okay?
So we're about 7 minutes.
Chester B293 is available. 293. Chester 7354 is on scene. 7354.
290, there's some available. I'll be holding a call. Glenmore Store, 1941 Creek Road, in the apartment above on the second floor.
2912 I copy.
Coffee. Oh, sorry, you can put that on me. Yeah, 3057, okay. 109 School Lane, 109 School Lane. EMS is being dispatched out for her problem.
So we're coming at the intersection of Bulltown and Ridge, and we're 6 minutes away from.
44 second call, 48 QRS, Glenmore Store, 1941 Creek Road, apartment 1 on the second floor, Wallace Township of Fulton.
4 and 1 on the side.
You guys can see it's
46 second call, 46 EMS, 49 QRS, 29 School Lane. Across the Dover Road, East Spring Line Township, Park Road. Good.
He's COVID positive, so we'll be staying outside for the remainder.
Okay. T244 long containers, about. Thank you, 46 for containers, about. Yeah, 1444 when you're available, I have another call for you, Lieutenant. Call 14, your status. 1214, I'm okay. Answer for call 14, okay?
another trooper here. We're about 5
46
minutes.
2. Okay, your response.
So at least we see that troopers are stationed around in case a call comes in, so that way they can go there quicker. So it looks like they have kind of, they're waiting for residents and stuff to also call stuff in. I'm not saying call in just to call in, but for sightings and potential surveillance or suspicious activity. There's a lot of troopers just about at every intersection, except that. So what's interesting is at that French Creek State Park, there are vending machines and stuff outside. So if he wants, he can like smash them. The bathrooms are kind of nice. I mean, in comparison to what I imagine he's used to in the past couple of years. And there's a lot of places for him to hide out and seek shelter. Like if it's pouring rain, he can just run into the bathroom. I was shocked that the doors weren't unlocked or locked. They were all unlocked. But it is what it is. The service is getting spotty here again. So we're on that road. Okay, now it's good again, but we're getting close to that area that has that spotty reception. But we're 2 minutes out from that call from police that said a vehicle fled from nearby some perimeter. I don't even know if there really is no perimeter, but there's a staging area on that street, and they said that a car sped off, and they have there's multiple occupants, and one of them's at gunpoint. Or I mean, I'm assuming all of them would be considered at gunpoint when you're pointing a gun at the car, but the driver is on. I believe they took the driver out. I'm not sure why somebody would speed through or try to flee an area during a manhunt. It's bad timing to do something like that because officers don't know if you're associated with the fugitive, you know. But it could be nothing, it could be something, we just don't know. And I don't hear much radio chatter about it right now, so I'm not sure if they switched to a private channel. We're half a mile out, under a minute. We should start to see something. It's all farmland. Okay, here we are, guys. That's where they have a guy at gunpoint. Let's park at a safe distance. Just in, is that media up there? Or is that a tactical team? If that's the media, we'll pull up at them. Okay, I think it is. Alright, guys, so we're at the scene right now. Where somebody just fled the area with the direct gunpoint just right over here. So I'm gonna hop out. Let's make sure that, let's hope that it doesn't lose reception or whatever, but let me check. Wait, let me get on this. Sorry. But anyway. Make sure I have signal before I hop out and run over. All right, so we're good. Yeah, let me grab that in a second. I mean, it could be related. Maybe it's not. Everybody looks kind of relaxed right now. I'll grab the camera just in case. But it's kind of what's going on in Hawaii. But again, it's nothing. Well, I mean, it's something, but we just don't know if it's related yet. I'm not going to go any closer. But you can probably get shots from here.
Yeah, I saw you guys outside the prison last week, like 2 weeks ago, right? Or whatever?
Yeah.
Who you guys with?
Let me mute this for a second. Sorry, guys. I told you guys I mute it whenever there's like locals or other people we're having a conversation with. It doesn't appear to be related. I guess you just never know, but we'll find out. It's kind of calm right now, but I'm going to mute it again so I can finish. All right, guys. So we're at that 830 Nant Mule Road incident where a car didn't pull over, and it led to this. It's kind of like I'm not going to go any closer than here, but it doesn't appear to be related. It could be just a local idiot or something. Let me shoot a text. I'm gonna leave this on the ground just for a second. I'm gonna mute it so I can hop on the phone. Guys, there's a guy like, you guys see that from here? Like straight ahead. He's flying around. That's pretty wild. It's most likely not an officer, it's a local. I just wanted to show you that real quick, but give me a sec. Well, he's landing, I think. You see him like paragliding, kind of. That's pretty wild. Maybe he'll spot him. Here you go. Here's a better shot. Oh, cut out. Maybe he's gonna land, but I'm gonna mute it. Give me a sec. All right, guys, so they're just leaving the scene here. And I'm going to throw this on the hood and put it on mute. I'm going to hop on a quick call. I'm going to let them drive by first. I have a quick call with the source to see if there's any update on a sighting. I'll let you know. I don't think there is. All right, guys, so it's not related to this at all. They let the guy go. You guys have a better view. I mean, there's nothing to look at right here, but what we're doing is we're waiting to move to another spot with activity. And you guys wanted activity. We got here. You saw a little bit of police cars, but they were basically packing up to go. We thought maybe it was a drunk driver or something, but they let him go, so obviously he wasn't drinking. They shook hands apparently, and the rest is history. They let him go. So and yeah, guys, at the end of the day, like I was saying, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the stream is primarily, like, we made it really for the locals, just so they can stay in like contact and comment about stuff that's going on. The reason we're able to get a lot of information from locals is because we don't put them on blast or like give, you know what I mean? So we're going to keep doing that. It's been successful so far in getting us some pretty cool access. So
NICHOLASSTRONG.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good one.
Nicholas, I saw it look on your elbow. Is that
Yeah.
from that, the police?
I don't know.
You okay, man? What happened? I'm sorry, I just got here.
No, it's all good. I was driving on this road up here. I was actually trying to see what was going on, coming home from work. Cop was right behind. He wasn't behind me. He was behind another car. Pulled out in front of that car. Got behind me. Turned on this road. Pulled about 500 feet out that way. Turned on his lights. Called my mom. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's for me or what. My mom said, you can go if they're not behind you. I continued to go. He pulled up again, so I pulled over. It's like, okay, I guess it is for me. It's gone out, told me to get out of the car.
Did he think you were DANELO CAVALCANTE?
He thought I was harboring a fugitive.
What did you tell him?
No, I'm not part of this. That is not me.
How you feeling right now? What's going through your mind?
Shaken up. Just a lot.
Did they put you in handcuffs?
Yes, they did.
They put you in handcuffs?
Yes, they did. Gave me a DUI test too.
Did they? Wow. You okay? What are you going to do now?
Go home.
Maybe you can have a beer when you get home. What is your name?
Nicholas Strong.
S-T-R-O-N-G. And where do you live? What town?
Lebanon.
Okay. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Have a good
I'm
night.
glad you're okay.
Hey, thank you.
Nick, everyone wants me to give you a hug, man.
Let me get
come
out.
here. Everyone wants me. A lot of spectators, and for some reason an officer pulled him over and thought he was involved with the with CAVALCANTE, either harboring him, whether they were harboring him, and took him out of the car and took him to the ground. And he said, put a knee and put him in handcuffs, and then did a DUI. This stuff, this is the tensions. This is the stuff around here. It kind of coincides with these false sightings and whatnot, and this might happen to other people. So this is just one that we witnessed. You know, let's see if this continues to happen where people are getting blamed or affiliated. I can only imagine I can't even imagine what he's going through. Wow, guys, nice young man. Nice young man. Now the neighbor there was going to talk to me. She said she'd talk to me. He has the scoop too. So let me get her side. Let me get her side wherever she's at. Your service screw up. Now, could you guys see his face? Or was it pixelated, or like when I was doing the interview with him, or was it okay? It was blurry, but could you see him at all? At first it was good. Okay. Wow.
I mean, life goes on. You know, people are doing things. And
thank you so much for the support.
We see you guys moving, we're like, this is it.
blurry now. So out in the scene here, Chester County. See what I'm saying? Scanner said somebody was thrown to the ground, possible. The scanner came across like this. It was like people were saying, I don't know if the scanner actually said a sighting or spotted, but it was definitely the bug was in law enforcement. People talk real quick. Oh, go, hurry up on Nat Meal, the 800 block of Nat Meal.
What did you know? No, I'm not part of this. That is not me.
How you feeling right now? What's going through your mind?
Shaking up. Just a lot.
Did they put you in handcuffs?
Yes, they did.
They put you in handcuffs?
Yes, they did. Gave me a DUI test, too.
Did they?
Yes, sir.
Wow. You okay? What are you going to do now? Gonna go home? Maybe you can have a beer when you get home. What is your name, sir?
Nicholas Strong.
All right, so there you heard Nicholas Strong, who lives not far from Nant Meal Road in East Nant Meal Township. You just heard from him. He was just put in handcuffs, was told to get out of the car in case he was harboring a fugitive. He was obviously rattled. The reason he was in this area is because he wanted to be out here to look at what was going on. He had interest like many people have. So it just kind of goes to show you the mood out here, the anxiousness from everyone who live out here. This is a very quiet rural area. If you see a couple cars a day drive down the road, it's probably a lot in some of these neighborhoods. So let me send you back out here to show you it's actually a gorgeous night in Chester County. We're in East Nant Meal Township, where today was a much different scene. Because there is no official search perimeter, there's no official search focus. So what we're doing now is just driving around the area where Danilo Cavalcante was last seen in a stolen dairy van from a dairy farm. He drove at least 20 plus miles and ended up ditching the van after nearly running out of gas. And he has not been seen since. Today, the Pennsylvania State Police, and I was looking at their aerial support. I did not see one, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see any search helicopters or aerial support by way of helicopters up there today at all. All I saw were news helicopters. And like I told you before, if you were joining my streams last week, we streamed multiple nights in a row for hours at a time. What you did see was you saw a lot of law enforcement, whether it be at every corner, stationed in driveways, responding to reported sightings, the sound of helicopters in the air, a lot of people around. And if you're joining us now, you don't see any of that. And we wish we could show you a little more, but